To work on your student profile, you can get to your student profile from the dashboard. The student profile is a critical section. The more information you share with Good Goblin about yourself and create a fuller profile, the better it will be to recommend outlines and brainstorm with you. The sections here are divided into required, absolutely required to even be useful, and then there are additional sections that, while not required, if they are applicable to you, we highly recommend filling them out because the fuller your profile is, the better the platform will be to help you. So we recommend allocating at least 30 minutes for this student profile creation. You can always come back, so it does not have to be 30 continuous minutes. You can start and you can end whenever you want. The platform saves all your responses and it tells you how much, and we've made sure that it's not open-ended. It tells you how many words is sufficient, so you can begin by which 3 adjectives best describe you. You can pick whichever you like and hit the next question. One of the initiatives we have undertaken is to interview a whole number of Ivy League current students, and we asked them to fill out this best based on what they had used on their application. We have provided that to you here as a sample so that it can help you understand what kinds of examples would make for a good input. In this, you can see a creative example, resilient example. And if you go into question 3, there's inquisitive, ambitious. Question 4, right? So once you've put in your input, it gives you the word count, and it also tells you how many words is the minimum and how many words is the maximum. So you need to be between those. You don't have to be exact. You can be 21 words or 49 words. That's good. In this case, we can take, let's say, this much. This is 35 words, and we're good. Click on the next question. You can go here. The one thing to know when you click on the next question, it will check whether you've completed this appropriately or not. If you've not, it will not let you go ahead. But let's say you decide you don't want to finish this out. You want to see the next question. You can click here and you can go here. What we have given you are 2 options. One is the next question. The other is that you can just toggle onto the next section you want. In the bottom one, we do the check. Other one, we're explicitly letting you go onto the section you want until you decide to come back. You can always keep track of where you are with the green so that every time a question is finished up to the requirements, it turns green. So you can, at a quick glance, see what's finished and what's not. You can go to the extracurricular here. There's basically the same idea. You can see some of the samples, what people have said, and you can select what activities is, which group of activities it is, and you can fill out 30 to 60 words. We are requesting that you pick. I know most of you have many activities that you're involved in, but just pick the top 5 that you would want to talk about in the application. And then there's, of course, the major, what you want to apply to do. These 3 are required. So if you're just doing the required, it should not take you that long. But we recommend that if you're doing a job, we recommend talking about it, particularly because schools love to understand what did you give up. If you had a job, did this job hinder your participation? It gives a more holistic view of you as an individual. Challenges. It's important to share what challenges you faced so that schools can appreciate what you have been able to do as a student. If you've had academic issues, let's say you had a situation because of which your junior grades weren't as good, you can talk about it here. You can see some of the samples of why and what some folks have written. Remember, these are Ivy League students, so clearly there's no harm in sharing appropriately how your grades impacted you and why. And if you have suspensions, the schools are definitely going to want to know more about it, but clearly, it's not applicable to everyone. That is the student profile creation. In order to work on your student profile, you can get to the student profile from your dashboard. Again, the student profile is a critical section.